Hey, congratulations for signing up for this web class. We are so excited to have you with us.
We want to get you on the fast track to the 3 secrets for impact, income, and influence.
Yay, I can't wait to get started.
Let's get going.
All right, let's dive right into the presentation. How to increase your impact, your influence, and your income without having to hire outside help or know any tech at all. Doesn't that sound great? So I'm Faye Chappell, and I'm the founder and CEO of the Mastermind City, and I'm the co-founder of the Global Impact Accelerator. I'm an award-winning entrepreneur, an MBA, a professional speaker, mom of 3. I'm also a certified yoga teacher and meditation professional. So I've also had a chance to help thousands of individuals and organizations reinvent themselves, their businesses, and grow their impact, influence, and income with exactly what we are going to talk about today. And it's all about visibility ladders.
And I'm Stacey Maynard, the director and CTO of the Mastermind City and co-founder of the Global Impact Accelerator. Also an award-winning entrepreneur, podcast producer, professional speaker, mom of 2 crazy teens, and I love all things digital technology. I've also had a chance to help thousands of individuals and organizations with social media, online marketing, branding, podcasting, video, and everything to get their voice on the air to grow their impact, influence, and income with exactly what we're going to talk to you about today, called visibility ladders. We're the same team that launched people, brands, podcasts to more than 6, 7, and 8-figure incomes and even higher. And today, right now, we're going to show you guys the 3 secret strategies that the world's most influential people have used to grow their influence and income virtually overnight. We'll show you how it's done by reverse engineering it all. And we're going to show you the journey of what people who are just like you took after learning what we're going to show you in this webinar, and show you how this training has changed their lives literally forever. Are you ready to get the show on the road, just like others have sat in this class before you? Ask Colin. Colin is a financial professional and accountant, and his business is mainly through word of mouth. He came to this web class to learn if there was a way to figure out how to really take his knowledge, the things he was good at, and make money with it online. Colin learned not only how to expand his influence and gain more clients overnight, but he also created a brand new revenue stream that he never even dreamed of. Ask Shay. Shay is a successful executive coach, a host, and producer. She's also an acclaimed meditation and wellness teacher and a well sought after TV guest. But when Shay wanted to expand her influence even further and reach more people around the globe, we worked with Shay, and she used the same secrets we're going to cover in this webinar to drive her business even further. Shay developed a clear, unique, distinctive signature message. She began reaching thousands of like-minded people, and what followed was a massive upswing in her income. She launched a successful podcast and is about to launch a new online program and community, Dynamic Aging, which will change people's lives around the world for years to come. We understand that these stories are not unique. We have literally many stories just like this, the people who were just like you that watched this web class. And the thing that we want to stress before we get too deep into this, while you understand that this presentation is not a business opportunity, it's not going to teach you how to get rich quick, okay? The secrets and techniques and the things that we're going to be showing you guys today is a strategy and a step-by-step tool to help you grow an existing business or a personal brand faster. So even if you have a service or you have a product to sell, your visibility is key to gain traction that you're looking for. So our promise to you today is to how to increase your impact, influence, and income without having to hire outside help or know any tech. You'll be recognized as authority in your field and be able to relaunch or just launch your next big move into the marketplace, whether you're just starting from scratch or whether you're growing your business. You're in the right place. So who is this webinar for? Well, if you're a consultant, a coach, a practitioner, an accountant, real estate, but you're just not getting known or not getting booked as much as you would like. Or if you're a speaker, an author, or maybe you're launching a new product, or someone who has experience and knowledge and has something to say, and that you want to build your brand online, but you just aren't reaching the desired income level or the impact that you want, then stay with us, because you're going to soon discover why people just like you have become highly regarded authorities, go-to experts that have professional and personal financial freedom and are living the dreams that they desire, and why it's crucial for you to understand how visibility ladders work in order for you to take the right steps necessary and in the right order so that you can start living your dream life. So, how do you just start? Well, isn't that the $1 million question? The truth is, most people never accomplish their dreams because they give up before they even start. They just don't know how to take that first step. And we're going to share you the method, our proven method that will serve a tremendous resource for you to eliminate your lack of moving forward and provide you a sense of accomplishment. And that's what we repeatedly all want to feel. So maybe you're just thinking about starting in the online world, or maybe you already have a business and you want to achieve bigger results. Either way, you're in the right place, because this webinar, you'll be clear on how to finally get to work and learn a proven step-by-step method of finally making it happen for good.
So I'm guessing that for a lot of you, this is not your first webinar. So right from the start, I want to mention that if you failed at making an impact or influence or income that you want in the past, well, that's where it is. It's in the past. It is not your fault. There is so much information and noise out there that it can be really confusing and overwhelming. Information overload can stop you dead in your tracks and keep you from success. And that's okay, because if you've been concerned in the past that you just couldn't succeed without hiring expensive outside help, I want to put your fears at rest, because you can do this. You just need the right person or people to explain it to you. You know, the big corporations and banks want you to think that you need a lot of backing money or fancy degrees to be successful. But I'm here to tell you they're wrong. They have their own reasons for wanting you to think that you need them, but it's just not true. If you've ever thought that the government and banks want you to fail, well, you're probably right, because they don't really benefit from you succeeding. They want to keep you in debt, and they want you to need them. The difference with us is that we actually care about your success and truly want you to live the life of your dreams, to live the life that you were meant to live. So that's what we are here for today. We know you have a dream to change the world and make impact and skyrocket your income. And we want to show you how you can make it happen during this web class. You may ask yourself why so many people are able to achieve massive impact and income while others are really struggling to pay their bills. And why are so many people living a freedom lifestyle while others are stuck in their 9-to-5 that they hate? And then they spend another 2 hours commuting to the job that they actually hate. And why are some people sharing their message and changing people's lives while you know just as much information to share, and you know you can impact so many people, but you just never seem to have a chance? Well, what if we could show you how you can stop playing small and finally make a fabulous income while making a massive difference in the world, and at the same time living the life of your dreams, living and working anywhere in the world you wanted to, setting your family up to never have to worry about money ever again, and helping others to truly live a life of joy, of purpose, and fulfillment. You may have already set up your business and it's doing okay, but it's not really producing the life that you dream of. So it's our goal for you, if you're in this presentation, if you're sitting here listening to this web class, we want to help you understand what you need to do to skyrocket your income and business success and do exactly what you dreamed of. We want you to get it right this time. So that's our goal number one to you. We want you to achieve new, bigger, exciting dreams. Or number two, you might be in the startup phase, you're just kind of figuring things out and you have an idea, but you just don't know where to start. You might be saying, how do I get this product or service or my personal brand out into the world? For those of you who are beginners, you'll get a step-by-step overview of how you can start making impact today, right away. And by the time this presentation is over, you're going to walk away knowing two things with absolute clarity. We'll show you the method that will work for you and your business to grow impact, influence, and income quickly through a visibility ladder. And we'll show you exactly what you need to do to be successful with a visibility ladder inside your business or the business that you may be consulting for. So before we get started, one last thing. If you want to have success with this webinar, we really do need your attention. We know that in your life, there's a million things happening right now, right? Messages on Facebook, your phone's ringing, the kids are yelling. Yeah, we understand. And there are so many distractions around us. But we promise you that the strategies we're going to share with you can change your business and actually change your whole life. So you don't want to miss a crucial step. So close out your social media feeds, stop checking your email, and turn off your cell phones. Just give us your complete attention while we are here together. We want you to treat this training as if you're getting a private consultation with us about you and your business. We normally charge anywhere from $10,000 to $100,000 to teach people and companies just like yours how to implement a visibility ladder. And normally for this length of time with us alone, with you learning what you're going to learn, it could cost you $5,000. But instead, we're going to give you a deep overview of the process. And if you do that, if you listen, we promise that you will have a much better shot at changing your business for the better. Now, you may still have that old mindset that says nothing's going to change for you because nothing has worked in the past. But let me ask you a simple question. Are you willing to give yourself one more opportunity to make it work? What if you didn't have the right people or the tools to get you there? And what if now today is the day that you are going to do things the right way with the new methods that are proven to work? If you're ready to go and bet on yourself and give yourself another chance, then let's go do this. And don't forget, at the end of the webinar, we're going to give you a secret link where you can download a copy of everything we've shown you today. So you have to be watching live. So in order to get that link, stick around. I promise you it will be worth your time. So the first question we usually get asked is, what exactly is a visibility ladder? Well, it's the main system we're going to talk about today, and it's how I actually want you to think about what you need for your company. Your visibility ladder you need for not only your company, but your personal brand. But before I go into what a visibility ladder is and the specifics of each step, you might be wondering how Stacy and I got into all this and figured it out. So let me tell you so you can understand where it's coming from. For me, my personal experience that truly got me to develop something that finally worked is this. This visibility ladder was created because I needed to make it work. I'm known as a global strategist, a master speaker trainer, but for over 25 years, I was a senior executive running a global business all over the world. I had a great lifestyle. I had a great job. I loved everything about it. I had a great family, 3 beautiful children. Everything was fabulous. Those tick boxes were getting ticked. But in 2009, life as I knew it stopped. And at the age of 47, my husband had a brainstem stroke. So now I was left to care for a severely disabled husband, 3 kids ranging in age from 4 to 17, as well as my husband's terminally ill parents because he was an only child. And so my only choice was to work from home. So I decided the quickest learning curve was to follow others that had done it before me. So I took 1 million programs and workshops, and after 2 years of struggling through all these programs, I had this wealth of information and knowledge, and I finally got it. I understood, the light bulb went off, and I developed a fast-track system that worked for me and worked for others. And now I've trained thousands of individuals and groups on a global scale to learn how to make greater impact with their businesses and with their personal brands.
For me, my personal experience had me learning everything for the online world literally firsthand. I used to work in corporate. I had a fantastic job. I was able to work with key business executives. I worked with heads of marketing and branding, intermixed with national sales teams, and really understood how marketing and sales all work together. But when my son was diagnosed with autism at the age of 2, unfortunately, I did have to leave my corporate career because I had to care for him, and the bills kept piling up. I had therapies to pay for, and those are expensive. And unfortunately, because I wasn't able to sort of go out and leave my house on a regular basis, I literally lived inside of my computer. So after spending hours of connecting with other businesses, finding resources, I really started to understand how the whole online world worked from a customer perspective. And I was able to marry that with my corporate understanding of, again, marketing and branding. And I was able to kind of put those two worlds together. So I understood what it was like to need and find businesses and find those experts out there, connect with them and build those relationships, all while I was in front of my computer searching for all things autism. And again, marrying that with my marketing and branding background, I understood how they were able to get in front of me and how you were able to grow as not only an individual, but as an organization and really get your voice out there. So today, I empower my clients to not only leverage the power of online marketing and the latest technologies for their business in order to gain more visibility, attract more leads, and convert more clients.
Our stories don't stop there. We realized that the key to any business success was to combine strategy expertise with production expertise in order to achieve the desired outcome in the global arena. We both had developed unique systems after years of research, struggle, and hundreds of thousands of dollars of money, failure, and then eventually amazing success. That's why we put them together and developed a unique method, a visibility ladder unlike anything else in the marketplace today. It's the only method that can get you the impact, influence, and income you are striving for. So I'm about to share with you the exact method that we followed to launch successful businesses and fast. And it's the plan that led us to experience the freedom to choose what we wanted to do. And more importantly, this means we are no longer worried about whether we can pay the bills this month, so we can focus on living life on our terms and reaching and helping as many people as we can, just like you. So you might not want to be an online training, and you might not want to be online doing your business, but the visibility ladder still applies to whatever you do. Here's how you traditionally build impact, influence, and income. You take a lot of courses, you get your degree, you work for 20 years, eventually you write a book, and then hopefully you become perceived as an expert and start attracting clientele and business. Here's what's hard about that. You have no control over how long it will take you to actually be perceived as an expert. You're not that visible, and so you don't have the expertise and the knowledge in other people's eyes. But of course you do. You could be making impact to thousands of people right now. You just don't have the system to actually propel you forward. Visibility ladders make impact, scalable because you're providing so many opportunities for your customers and followers to engage with you on a global scale. They can't help but notice you. And not only that, it will give you the impact, the income that you want. It will also lead to a very high income. So the visibility ladder hasn't just worked for Stacy and I. It's worked for thousands of our clients around the globe, including one of our recent students, Colin. Colin was on this very same web class that you are watching right now, and it was very recently. And you're going to find out about his transformation and what he did in a very, very short time frame. Okay, so the title of this presentation today is called Impact, Influence, and Income Secrets. So during this presentation, we're going to be covering those 3 secrets, right? We are going to tell you the secrets that gain you the impact, influence, and income. And it comes down to 3 things. And that's what the proven system we created, the Global Impact Accelerator, or GIA for short, was built on. So secret number 1, we're going to show you how to set up the exact same system, the visibility ladder, that all your competitors or the companies you aspire to use are killing it in the marketplace with. Do you want to learn that one? Yes, great. Secret number 2 is called the high frequency effect. After you learn how to use the visibility ladder, we're going to show you how using the high frequency effect in only a few minutes a day can position you as an authority and an influencer. And secret number 3 is all about borrowing influence. We're going to show you how to gain customers and clients instantly by borrowing influence instead of spending months and years building it slowly. That sounds good, right? Ready to go? Okay, so let's jump in to secret number 1, the visibility ladder. The same ladder that all your competitors or companies are using and are killing it in the marketplace. The first thing you need to understand is something I learned from some of my favorite mentors. From Warren Buffett to Tony Robbins, they ask you to model someone else's success in order to achieve it yourself. Role models provide essentially visual proof of what we aspire to do. Or in easier terms, it's simple. Find people who are ridiculously good at something and follow their steps. So I had to really think about these 2 things. 1, what was I good at? 2, what made that unique? You know, as a child, I was painfully shy growing up. Painfully. I didn't really speak much, and the thought of speaking in front of people literally made me physically ill. But every time I had to do a speech in elementary school, when I was 6 or 10 or 12, I would ace it. And it wasn't because I was good at speaking. What I was good at was research. I put together ideas and thoughts in a linear pattern and delivered it so that people understood it. So when I started in sales right out of college, it wasn't that I was good. It was because it was the only job available in the recession. Trust me, I did not want to be in sales. I remember I was shy, I was nervous, I didn't want to put myself in the position of a salesperson, but I had no choice. And I had no idea what to do. So I read every sales book I could get my hands on. I learned from the sales greats like Zig Ziglar, and I just modeled exactly what they did, right? Exactly what they did. And in a very short time, I began winning awards and blowing away sales goals. I was recruited by multinational organizations to run country operations and eventually global operations. Not because I was trained in a particular field, it was because I was good at researching who were the best, most successful people and companies in my industry and modeling what it took to be successful. So the same is true for you. When you're building your business and personal brand, it's not any different than how I built businesses all over the world. You model other successful people and interplay your uniqueness. Now, don't get fooled by telling yourself it won't work for me because I'm different, because that's not the case. Don't get caught up in thinking you need a new solution because what is currently working isn't working for you, and you're never going to get through it, because this will work for you. Most people fail not because they didn't have a good idea or they're not good enough. They fail because they gave up too soon. They run out of time or of money, or they just run out of belief in themselves. And I see it all the time. They're just about to make it. They're up that mountain. They're climbing. They're almost at the top, and then they quit. And it's just a little too soon. I was at the height of my success in the corporate world. Remember when I was living that great life when tragedy struck, right? And after my husband had his brainstem stroke, and he couldn't walk, and he had double vision, and he was severely disabled, and I had to look after him full time and the family. It was hard, and we went through all of our savings, and that's when I realized I had to shift my business to something and shift it fast. But here was the mistake. I was trying to compete with everyone else out there, until one day I was watching a very successful competitor online, and I realized I couldn't compete with him. He was too far ahead of me. But what I could do was copy him, but do it in my own style. That was it. I did it for my online training, my coaching, for my bricks and mortar yoga studio that I opened. I copied success and didn't worry about competing with it anymore. Now, you might be thinking, well, it's not ethical to copy someone, but the truth is you're not copying every aspect of what they do. You are copying the steps they are taking, the marketing efforts, their tools and visibility. You are modeling their system of success. So I recognized what successful companies did. I understood that the main drivers for impact, influence, and success were building presence and top of the mind awareness through what we call a visibility ladder. So how were successful people and brands different? How did they build their followings and get noticed? After all, I was providing the same service or training and products, and sometimes way better than anyone else, but no one knew me and I couldn't get noticed. So I studied, I followed, I bought tens of thousands of programs, and I did understand. You couldn't just launch on one thing in a silo. You needed to layer building blocks and add momentum. And as I added each layer, my business became more and more successful. And I also realized that it needed to be done in a specific order in order to garner the most impact. So first, you have to be crystal clear on who you are and what you do, what your brand or company's brand was, what your unique signature message is, who your target or ideal clients were, and what type of problem did you solve. What did you provide that was so valuable to people that they could not stop looking for answers anywhere else except for you? You were the answer to their solution. You see, this is where I initially failed. I wanted to be everything to everyone, right? Which usually translates to nothing for no one. So I worked hard on defining exactly who I was, who I could help, and I stuck to it. And I developed a formula that would define exactly what my message was and who I needed to make impact with. That was the first rung on the visibility ladder. From there, you need to keep stacking the message. So each rung would build on the last, and your visibility increased. You started gaining authority. Your online marketing efforts followed your message, and then you had to ensure that you could speak your message with authority, which again turned into an opportunity to move you to be recognized through podcasting or videos or online channels. And finally, you could actually create products and service digitally through it all. That was the secret. It was building the visibility ladder across all the rungs. And I specifically was coaching and offering masterminds on 3 of those rungs or pillars, and I was wildly successful. And at the same time, Stacy was doing exactly the same thing, but she was focusing on the other rungs of the ladder. So Stacy and I had been working together for years on various products, but we realized that the very methods that we were teaching were the same. With my focus on strategy and Stacy's on producing, we realized we could teach the exact same visibility ladder to others. That's how we established our big, hairy, audacious goal. And that was, we decided we wanted to help 1 million entrepreneurs, whether they were service or product based, and we wanted to see them create impact, influence, and income, the same 3 things that we were enjoying. So we developed the visibility ladder method because we saw so many people had something to offer that was amazing and that could truly make a difference, sharing their knowledge, their experience, their freedom, and move it all into a freedom and success lifestyle that they should absolutely be living. But the problem was people were getting sidetracked before they even started. They didn't know how to even start to copy success. But by just following the rungs on the visibility ladder, you can start today achieving that same success. Now, when Stacy and I, or many of the people who have elevated their visibility started out, we did it the old-fashioned way too, trial and error. But because you guys are here today, you're going to learn a better way. It's called the Global Impact Accelerator, and we put everything together in an easy step-by-step method so all the guesswork is taken out. It's not just some training with just no little bites here and there. It is massive impact. The Global Impact Accelerator shows you how to implement everything in the right order, simply and easily in just 8 weeks. And you already will be perceived as an expert or an authority brand after you finish the program. So let's take a look inside and see how it works. We refer to it as stacking the deck. You build your visibility by layering over and over and adding more impact. So you start with your core signature message. Remember, we talked about that. It has to be clear and focused. And from there, you carry that clear message into everything you do. So you move it into online marketing, your bios, your social media feeds, and then you learn the strategies of becoming really good and sharing that message with the highest impact possible. And that's critical. You have to next learn how to speak your message with authority and be crystal clear on that message. And every time you build your authority and impact muscle in exactly the same right order, you will have the most impact. So you go from clearly defining your message to sharing it across online marketing. And then once you've mastered it, speaking your message, now you've got those 3 core concepts in place. Now you can go ahead and start a podcast where you can share your message, your ideas, your values, and create instant impact. Once you've conquered that audio message, then you can dive deep into sharing your knowledge, passion, expertise on videos, on setting up channels and programs and other platforms where you combine everything you've learned into the medium that is right now the hottest one, the one that's gaining most impact, and that's video. And then finally, you can take everything you've mastered and turn it into recurring revenue in terms of digital products and services. And all along the way, you have the opportunity to monetize your message through products, through sponsorships, speaking opportunities, and so much more. This easy to follow visibility ladder is what will change your business and your brand and your momentum for good.
All right, so that brings us to secret number 2, and that is the high frequency effect. I love this one. I feel like sometimes we hear in the online world that, you really need to be unifocused. So make sure that you're in one platform and really engage that to its fullest. And although that can be a really good strategy, the high frequency effect can really expand your brand when you're seen in more than one location. I think the challenge is that, yes, we need to be where our niche is and we need to be where our customer is, but what we don't realize is that our customers are also in multiple places. They're in multiple platforms on the online. They're reading emails, they're going on websites, they're also listening to podcasts, they're watching videos, they're engaging in digital products. All of the things that were on the visibility ladder, all of those rungs are all the places that your customers are finding you, which is why the high frequency effect is so important to layer onto the visibility ladder, because once you complete all of those rungs, you need to kind of take that and put it into action with the high frequency effect. Basically, how it works is that when customers see you in multiple different locations on a consistent basis, you're constantly top of mind. And they go, wow, you know what? I see you everywhere. I love what you're doing. And they start to take notice. That's what the high frequency effect can really do for you and your business. See, when I had my corporate job, again, when I was working for, all of those key executives and working with national sales teams, and if you remember, I had to leave all of that. So I had to figure out, how to make money. And kind of making money was a really important aspect, right? So because I had, left my job and I had incredible systems in place, I had systems for everything. I was the one that got things done. So I already kind of had all that productivity system for everything. Along with my background in technology, I needed to build a business. However, this is what I needed to do. Because before I did that, I started looking for a job. But this is what I needed. I needed a job that was flexible. I needed a job that worked between my appointments. I needed a job that where they weren't sure if I was going to show up that day, depending on, the different needs of my son. I needed to work it in between everything. Well, that job didn't exist. So I needed to create one. So the interesting thing is that I knew all of this stuff, right? I knew the marketing, I knew the branding, I knew how to get out there. I knew the technical knowledge. So I put all of those pieces into place. I created a website. I created business cards, I created my branding, I did all of that. And what people don't know is that was for a virtual assistant business. The reason being is because I knew the productivity side, I knew how to create systems, so I thought that was a natural progression. So I went to my first networking event and someone went, oh, you're that girl I've seen online. So they already knew who I was simply because of the high frequency effect. Great. And then they wanted to hire me. Amazing. So I go to my first meeting. I have my first client. I'm all excited. My business is taking off. Well, you know what happened? As soon as they realized that, how I put myself out there and that I knew all of the marketing and branding and all of the technical side and how to get all that stuff done, they were like, well, forget the virtual assistant stuff. I want to hire you for that. So the great thing is that the high frequency effect brought me to her. But also I was able to help her with what really made sense. I think the challenge is that I was no longer a virtual assistant and I became sort of that online marketing, branding, social media person that could help with all different aspects of online marketing. So that's what I did for years. I helped businesses and organizations with all of those things. I started speaking on the biggest stages because again, people were seeing me. They were seeing me more frequently, so they knew who I was. So when they needed someone to speak about specific topics, I was top of mind and they were reaching out to me. So I started helping people build their own visibility. I was helping them scale their businesses, which was great. And then I was able to kind of basically take their marketing strategy, their online strategy, their business strategy, and I was able to put it into production. That's what I really liked about it. So then what I did is I started to specialize, and I started to specialize in what we call LinkedIn. It's one of those amazing social media platforms out there, one of my faves. And it was interesting because what happened when I really started to specialize in a particular niche, and again, the high frequency does not mean you have to do a lot of things. It's that a lot of people are seeing what you're known for. And I was known for LinkedIn. And people were constantly coming up to me. I see you everywhere. I see you talking about LinkedIn. Are you the LinkedIn girl? Well, yes, I was. Even though I was extremely shy growing up, I wouldn't talk to anybody going through school. Oh my goodness, I remember the first time I had to get on stage, I was so nervous. Oh my goodness. But you know what? The more I did it, and the more I knew my stuff, I was able to put all of that into action. And the more I implemented, the more I did it, the more basically the easier it became, which was really cool. So then it sort of came about that I wanted to make a move. I wanted to do a little bit more in my business. I wanted to take it a little bit further. So again, understanding the high frequency effect and how it worked in the online world, what I did is I wanted to take it one step further. Understanding all the rungs of the visibility ladder, I started a podcast. Now, I was already specializing in LinkedIn, so it was really easy for me to put that podcast together and figure out what I wanted to talk about. But the interesting thing is when I launched that podcast, the frequency effect that I already had helped me launch that podcast, and my podcast reached the top 35 of the iTunes charts literally as I launched it. And it was the high visibility and the high frequency effect that helped people take notice. I love that. And I love the podcasting world so much that I became a podcast producer. Okay, I'm a little bit of a tech geek, so I really love that side. So I kind of love bringing all that together. And it's really fun. But what's been even more fun is seeing some of my clients succeed. So I literally sort of taught them that same strategy I used. One of them went to top 20. The other went to top 30. I have many that's gone to top 50. I can keep going, but they've reached the top of the iTunes chart simply because they were learning the process of the visibility ladder. They already had the high frequency effect, and therefore their podcast could launch to top of the charts, which was just so fun to see them succeed. So when people see you everywhere or frequently, they take notice. If they only see you in one spot, they don't really see you very much because they have to be maybe they only see you on Facebook. Well, then they have to be on Facebook in order to see you. But if they're hanging out in multiple locations, again, that high frequency effect kicks into play, and it takes your visibility, adding the layer of frequency, your business will have a huge impact. So remember Colin? In fact, he used the same GIA method that we're sharing with you today, and it's the very same method that we've shared with countless other people trying to make it online so that they can get the same growth and impact and income as successful people in their niche. Colin didn't have an online presence not even a year ago. He's in professional services, he's a financial accountant, and when we first spoke to him, he didn't know how to increase his visibility. Even though he was extremely passionate about the numbers, he's known as the numbers guy, but he wanted to figure out how to share his knowledge and increase his income, but he also wanted to have more impact and spread his knowledge about how important numbers were so that people could experience financial success in their businesses. So, over the course of his GIA journey, he clearly defined his signature message and his personal brand. He's now a highly sought after expert as, again, the numbers guy across all his social media channels. They're very consistent now, which I love, and I love to see, and people are starting to really take notice. And now he's established himself as a professional speaker. He's developed his own speaking topics. He launched his own podcast. He's prolific on video. He's got a YouTube channel. He's launched several courses. And of course, his main online training is launching soon. And Colin did all of this by following the GIA method. Good job, Colin. And secret number 3, I love this one, borrowing authority. This one's really exciting because I feel like it's one that we don't take advantage of enough. And this is where we start talking about really gaining impact, influence, and income without having to build it from the ground up yourself. That's the really interesting part. So literally secret number 3 is we talk about how to get to the same customers that you're looking for by borrowing authority from somebody else. Okay, stay with me. It's all legal, all legit, and it's the number one fast track way for you to get to the top of the visibility ladder fast. Okay, so just think about it. If you know somebody who already has a following, maybe they have a big list, maybe they're targeting the exact same type of client that you are, well, maybe you could be on their podcast. Maybe you could be a guest on one of their shows. And what can happen if you are a guest, you have access to the thousands, maybe millions of people that know them, but they've never heard of you. And now all of those people now know who you are. And then you gain instant credibility. That's the great part. See, they trust the podcast guest as an example, they trust their podcast host, and now they trust you. So they're going to check out your social media. Maybe you already have a podcast. Maybe they can find you online and they're looking at your website. No matter what, you get instant credibility. So think about all of the ways that you could borrow authority. So you could, again, be on maybe their Facebook Live, or you could have them on yours. You could be a guest blogger on a influential site that's focused on your niche and your people. Think about, again, the podcast space. You could be a guest on their podcast, and that immediately expands your reach so much further than if you were trying to do it on your own. So all of that kind of stuff, think about being a guest speaker on a summit that's specifically targeting your audience or your niche. All of that stuff gains you credibility instantly and expands your reach. And you don't even have to have any followers or anything like that right in the beginning, because what ends up happening is they check you out, they start following you, they see your value, all of that kind of stuff. And it does help you immensely when you're trying to make impact. So think about, again, that visibility ladder. You've got the high frequency effect. And now you're really going to partner with those experts in your field who have the same niche as yours, borrow their authority to even make more impact going forward. See, Faye and I have been doing speaking on virtual summits whenever we feel that the summit will reach the exact people in our niche. I love the fact that they promote you, you get instant credibility, you get instant access, you get instant promotion, right? That even takes the high frequency effect to the next level, and you become known in your field very quickly. That's what I love about this, because again, it's okay, well, if I trust that person and they're bringing them in, I immediately trust you as well. I love this concept because it really is a full collaborative approach when you do this borrowing authority to really increase your impact. So think about what that looks like. So borrowing authority is easier than you think. You can join groups online that are focused on your niche. You can join in conversations on social media. You can ask for introductions, maybe on LinkedIn, to connect with the people. You can reach out to leaders in your industry. You can offer your knowledge and expertise. Definitely say yes to guest speaking, guest blogging, guest as a podcast guest, everything. Like, think about where you could put yourself out so you can borrow the authority of somebody else to really increase your impact. And we know that borrowing authority works. So our members at Mastermind City are offered the opportunity to borrow authority from us. Let me ask you a question. Let's say that you've been following this visibility ladder method that we've been sharing with you today. You know people that are already successful, they have a proven formula, and now you see that after understanding these 3 secrets, that they have the same visibility ladder in place. And you've seen how the Global Impact Accelerator could teach you exactly the steps you need and how to implement them if you followed them. Do you think you can be successful with this? I'm here to tell you that you can. We have literally thousands of people that follow this process to visibility and become recognized authorities. This same method works for entrepreneurs, artists, coaches, course creators, dentists, chiropractors, financial planners, real estate agents, network marketers, and so much more. Okay, if it worked for them, it can work for you as well. All right now, we've covered the 3 secrets, including secret number 1, the visibility ladder. We showed you how to stack the pillars to get maximum impact fast. But of course, the most important component is nailing exactly what you or your product does. And secret number 2 is how to implement that high frequency effect, how to be everywhere so that it's really easy for your niche and your followers and your potential clients to find you. It's so simple and easy, but it'll blow your competition away. And the secret number 3 that we just covered was how to borrow authority, how to grow your awareness virtually overnight to be in front of the exact people that you want to simply by partnering and collaborating with the experts and leaders in your industry. So I know we've covered a lot of information in a short period of time, but we get so excited and we know how following this method could change your life literally overnight. But we want to make sure that you had a chance to understand the entire strategy of what upleveling your visibility can do for your entire business. So obviously, your job now is to go and actually do it. For those of you who are like, this is amazing, and I don't know what exactly to do next, well, for you, we're excited and can't wait for you to do this, and this is for you. If you're not sure the exact steps that you need to do first, we've put together the entire Visibility Ladder process, the Global Impact Accelerator, to walk you through step by step to actually make it happen for you right now. See, when Faye and I decided that we wanted to teach you how to get off the sidelines and achieve the impact and influence that we were achieving for ourselves, and we knew without hesitation that we wanted to share our own plug-and-play blueprint for achieving these results. Because the truth is, the problem is not that you're not capable of becoming a successful global authority. The real problem is that there's too much information out there and not enough clarity and direction to actually allow you to succeed.
We were being asked over and over again the same question, so we want to ask you, what would you do if you didn't have to worry about money or your job? Can you feel that? Does that sound right to you? The feeling of freedom, of having the sense to breathe? That's what we wanted for you. The Global Impact Accelerator is designed to grow your impact, influence, and income using the 6 pillars of success. Your transformational signature message, your personal branding and position that creates more value for yourself and your organization, your online marketing that converts prospects into customers, how to raise your profile as a public speaker in order to share your message, how to turn that message and speaking into a powerful podcast, and how to use all those abilities to create videos and outreach. And then, of course, how to create digital products from everything that you have learned. We took the unique, one-of-a-kind blueprint that we created and turned it into winning results because of the way in which we applied it to success in business and life. And now we are handing this global success roadmap with every secret that we use over to you. And just so you know, the Global Impact Accelerator is not something that requires you to take a massive amount of your time to learn to implement. Instead, we tell you step by step what to do, then what to do next. It's simple and it's easy. So just in case you're wondering right now, well, why should you be taking time out of your busy day to listen to us? I completely understand your line of thinking, so let me help clarify this so we can help you. You see, we truly are 2 people that so many others who have wanted to become visible, reach their goals, grow their income and impact. We're the people that they turn to when they are at the point of desperation to finally clear themselves of excuses and of things that just aren't working, and finally they want to succeed in the right way. So they reach out. So what we developed with Gia was a unique journey unlike anything else you've ever seen. We designed Gia so that each pillar would build on the last, creating a clearly guided path with action steps at every single point to truly make it happen. We designed it for success, just for you to happen in a very short few weeks. So what if in a very short few weeks you could actually share your message, your story, your purpose easily and transfer that message across all social media channels and platforms for consistency and to be recognized as a go-to authority. And then you took that message and you learned how to become a world-class speaker, whether it's on stage, whether it's online, anywhere, by using the formula that taught you how to speak without notes, without memorization, so you could speak anywhere, at any time. And what if you could host and launch your website in just a few weeks and reach audiences all over the world by sharing that same distinct message that you created? And what if you took all that learning and you established a podcast and a YouTube channel and you did live streaming and you had exposure all around the globe? And of course, what if you took everything you learned and created digital products that allowed you to enjoy securing revenues that would lead you to enjoy a freedom lifestyle? It's no longer a what if, because the Global Impact Accelerator will allow you to achieve all of it easily and quickly. We also know that the number one reason people fail is because they didn't clear their old baggage and they didn't change their mindset before embarking on a new journey. So we added a bonus pre-training that will enable you to clear your path to success, and a post-training that would wrap everything up in order for you to move forward and become a global authority. Believe me, this is not a systemized method or blueprint that is known to everyone. It is here to achieve global success for you. I'm trying not to be bold here, but we put together Gia as if almost by accident when we sat down and put together the exact steps we were taking in the exact right order that resulted in success for both of us, and now for thousands of our clients around the globe. And we decided to streamline the process and put it all together in one platform so that you didn't have to piecemeal and duct tape 10 different solutions that really didn't work with each other. Now you can see why we have so much confidence in the Gia method. If all of our thousands of clients can get this kind of success, then we have no doubt that Gia will work for you as well.
I know at this point you're probably wondering what this product is really going to do for you, more than some other products you've seen or maybe already been through. Well, here's the thing. This product differs to others that try to do the same thing because it's unique, it's one of a kind, and it's the most comprehensive online training program that is actionable. Each pillar can be implemented immediately, and what's better is, again, each pillar builds on the last, and the whole method is designed to strengthen and grow the last bigger and better with each step along the way. Not only that, but let me show you what you'll also find in just minutes from now, because Gia will show you how to build a global brand that will help you achieve your professional and personal goals that you've just planned out. And Gia will help you create or tweak your brand so that people recognize you, trust you, and want to work with you. That's what Gia is for. We're going to show you everything from A to ZZ. That's what we call the whole spectrum. And it's about doing activities in a step-by-step plan in a short time frame every day. You're going to learn the secrets to getting results fast by building momentum that no one else will tell you, and how this clear and focused method will help you overcome any doubt that you can do it by making sure that you have every step clearly laid out without too much over information getting in your way. And it's all about avoiding wasting any more time and money with little results by doing the opposite to what everyone else is and gaining success by doing it all in the right order. And we want to stop the derailment. We want to help you avoid the most common mistakes that derail your progress, even if you aren't aware of them from the onset. And of course, the absolute quickest way to double down or quadruple your results through the everyday simple actions. And there are so many people just like you in the way that they started out using Gia and the standalone pillars. But look what happened as soon as the converts started testing it for themselves. You can see the success, and their achievements are amazing. And these achievements, their consistent messages, the visibility that they're having with their online marketing, they're launching podcasts and YouTube channels, and they're being asked and paid to speak, all happening because of the steps that they took to make it happen. So let's find out more about the Global Impact Accelerator, because you can get rid of all the other programs, all the books, all the softwares that you've been struggling with, because each pillar is going to walk you through. And remember, each pillar has the implementation steps so that you take action on each one. But you'll also get a bonus check sheet that makes sure that you haven't missed a step along the way. We also include an easy planning Trello board with each pillar so that you can stay on track. In case you haven't noticed, we're all about making sure that you take action and all about making sure that you produce your results that you want for your business. And all of that in just 8 weeks. So you've heard about this Global Impact Accelerator a few times and how so many people just like you have made massive impact in 8 weeks.
So let's take a look at the Global Impact Accelerator and what you can accomplish in just 8 weeks. You could be clear and effective and ready to speak anywhere. You could have instant social media credibility, launch your podcast, your YouTube channel, and create a digital product. So do you think that's possible? Absolutely. Let's just dive in and have a look. Each pillar of training stands on its own, and it is meant to be completed in 1 week. So the entire program can be completed in only 8 weeks. And here's where the program is different. And it's very, very unique because it will allow you to make massive impact on a weekly basis. You don't have to wait till you finish the entire program. Each pillar builds on the next, which means you essentially 10x your impact each and every week. You're building and growing at a rapid pace. But we have also made sure that you just can't fail by following these simple, easy steps along the path. The last module of training under each pillar is called Launch, which means you actually launch everything you learned that week. So you'll know exactly what to launch and how to launch right away. And you can buy each of these pillars of training separately, but we added a special unlock bonus to each pillar when you take all the GIA pillars together. These special unlock bonuses under each pillar will allow you to make even greater impact that week by borrowing our authority and adding the high frequency effect without having to do it yourself. Welcome to the Pre-Training Accelerator. It's all about personal development. You know, successful people always appear to know exactly where they are going, and they know what needs to be done and how to do it. They're confident, they're enthusiastic, they're full of energy and motivation. They look like they feel good, and they look like they're full of passion. So how do you do that? Well, pre-training or pre-work is one of the most important parts of any training program. If you want to learn a new skill or implement new ideas, you must first be assured that you are ready. You may be telling yourself, I don't need this. I really don't need this. I'm ready to go. But I can't stress this enough. If you haven't set a rock solid foundation, and that foundation should be all about you, then you will fail. Oh, sure, you may have had some success at the beginning, but then you end up stalling. You might have stalled already, and that's why you are here. The truth is, the Pre-Training Accelerator is where you will change everything about being successful. The Pre-Training Accelerator covers 8 modules with over 3 hours of training. The estimated implementation time, about 2 hours. We start with this overview and understand what we'll be covering along the way. That's number 1, and that's the module all about the 8 keys, the learning for this pillar. Module 2 is all about reality, setting a clear foundation by understanding exactly where you are, why you might be stuck, why you procrastinate, why you're overwhelmed, and ensuring that you have clearly identified any issue that might prevent you from achieving success this time. Now look, I'm not a therapist. I just understand that you can't build a solid foundation for a new home if you're ignoring the fact that you're building on quicksand. Module 3 is called the reset. You understand your reality, and so now you're letting it go and you're resetting and restoring so you can move forward with a fresh, clean slate. Module 4 is the rebuild. It's time for growth. You'll be achieving a new sense of clarity and be willing to be present along the journey. Module 5 is re-energizing. Who doesn't love that? You'll be focusing on high performance, personal excellency, confidence, and influence. Module 6 is about re-motivating yourself. You'll get excited about the year ahead and what you will accomplish going forward. Module 7 is the replan. You'll learn exactly what it takes to plan your success map, and you're going to begin filling it in. And then it's Module 8, it's relaunch. This is your time to relaunch yourself, to start fresh with the new learnings and be on your way to having more impact, attracting more success, and leading a lifestyle that you have been dreaming of. You'll see that the pre-work or the pre-training is vital for any new project, new plan, or new adventure. The ability to be successful at anything comes from really understanding where you've been, where you are, and where you're going. So by the end of this training pillar, you'll understand where you have been, and you'll clearly understand and accept where you may struggle or where you may have in the past, so you ensure that it doesn't shut you down this time. You will have covered the need to understand that there was room for change and that you jumped at that change and you made it happen for good. Being stuck in self-doubt and procrastination, overwhelm, those are going to be a thing of the past. All of those emotions and mindset are key in order to understand what it takes to move forward. You've looked at the past, you're going to go through the present, you're going to see your potential with clarity, what your why is. You're going to gain confidence and influence to help you along the way. And the last two modules in the pillar, well, they're designed to provide you with the tools necessary to successfully move through future action items, no matter what you're planning, and moving with impact. In the success planning map, it will enable you to ensure that all of your learnings going forward will be implemented for maximum impact in their entirety. Your handy launch check sheet will also allow you to hit every hurdle you need in order to go forward and make everything you want happen. So as you know, each pillar has an extra special bonus secret unlock. So when you're 100% on your check sheet for this pillar, you get a special unlock bonus. For pre-training, you get to unlock a bonus training vault called Master Secrets. You'll learn the secrets that every CEO, leader, online marketer, or successful individual uses in order to stay laser focused on exactly what they want and how to get to their destination. Welcome to the Signature Message Accelerator. It is truly the core component of everything that will bring you impact, influence, and income that you're looking for. Your signature message, when done correctly, will make you stand out from the crowd as a global authority. It's going to strengthen your visibility, your credibility. It'll increase your confidence. It'll attract your ideal clients and followers. It'll simplify your business process at the same time as you will enjoy your increased revenue. And it will also allow you to scale your business effectively and sustainably. In this pillar, you'll be focusing on having your message heard in the right way while inspiring others along the path. You know, the world has changed, so we've developed a brand new approach to becoming successful as an authority in this new millennium. Because being an authority means people want to work with you, and you can suggest change, and people will trust you. And of course, you can charge what you're worth because you're regarded as an authority. Success in today's new global reach means being ready with a very clear message that you can deliver in front of a camera, on a stage, in person, anywhere you need at any time. So let's take a look inside the signature message training. You're going to find 8 modules and over 2.5 hours of instruction, with an estimated implementation time of approximately 2 hours. You'll learn a step-by-step process that will gain you visibility and impact for your ideas, get you noticed, and stand out amongst all that noise and make a difference in the world. I like to look at creating your signature message and brand like making a movie, the movie of you. It starts with having an idea, because that's really where all great films start. The basis of a story, it's your unique message that you'll learn exactly how to craft and deliver. You may have an idea of your message, but you're not quite sure how it will play out. So in Module 2, this is where you'll craft your entire signature message, who you are, why you're different, and what makes you unique. Then we're going to have the script done, so we're going to move on to the storyboard, and that's where we put together your message strategy. Then you'll learn to start monetizing your message and making it real. You'll move into ramping up your marketing machine and start getting publicity. But we don't stop there, because you've proven success. So, of course, we need to film your sequel. So we're going to learn how to grow and expand your message and your brand. And once we make your expansion successful, well, then we've created a franchise or a dynasty. Think Star Wars or Indiana Jones. You'll begin being known around the globe. And of course, we wrap it up with the reality of that it's time to launch this pillar. So you will be launching yourself as an authority or an expert, and it simply means that you give knowledge, understanding, and explanation to someone else who needs it. That is who you will become. So by the end of this signature message accelerator, you will determine exactly who you are, what you do, and what makes you unique. You'll be able to enjoy a simple script that you can use anywhere in any situation to let people know simply who you are. This is the basis of becoming a global authority. You'll then put together a clear picture of your ideal client or your client avatar to help you really understand who they are, where they are, and what you can do for them. And finally, you'll be adding into your message for maximum impact. You'll be adding your 3 core concepts, your strategy layer, and incorporating your entire story. You're going to learn new ways to spread your message and to create engagement, and start understanding that you needed something to monetize before you actually got that message out. You'll explore how your visible brand is a direct delivery vehicle for your signature message, and how you needed to determine what platforms to spend your time on and which ones you could just ignore. Finally, you're going to move into the keys of getting maximum engagement, including free and paid content, content creation, and creating a loyal tribe that could be your biggest advocate. Topping it off with understanding the 10 key building blocks that will build you an unforgettable franchise. So as we've said, each pillar has an extra special bonus secret unlock. So when you get to 100% on your check sheet, your pillar will unlock a special bonus. For the signature message, we are so excited to let you know you will be featured in our Mastermind City professional directory. You'll be listed as a member with your signature message prominently displayed and a link to your website or wherever you want people to find you. Just think, you will gain SEO, and we'll learn more about that in Marketing Pillar, but you're going to gain SEO, which means you're going to gain instant search ability. You'll be found. You'll also have the opportunity to work with our community members on shared interests, business opportunities, and so much more.
Welcome to the Online Marketing Accelerator. This pillar is all about getting you out there in the online world. From social media to email marketing to your website, basically we want to get more eyeballs on you online to grab people's attention and at some point get them to buy from you, because that's kind of the point and why we're all here. And consistency across all your channels and platforms is so crucial for online success. So if I check you out on LinkedIn and I look at your profile and I learn a little bit about your business and your brand, and then I find you over on, say, Facebook or Instagram, and there's something different there, and then I go to your website and I find something even different, it causes confusion. That's why having a clear signature message and having consistency is so important. Some people think and are worried that if they're in too many places and they're seen on too many channels, that their message gets muddled or it gets lost in the noise of the online world. In fact, it's the opposite. Remember that high frequency effect? High frequency equals high impact. And again, this is a big pillar, but you will learn the step-by-step process to gain visibility and impact with your ideas and to get noticed in all aspects of your online marketing. This one has 8 modules. It has about 7 hours of instruction, and I know that that sounds like a lot, but it's all broken down into step-by-step modules to ensure that it's bite-sized pieces to complete the module. There is some implementation time as well, probably, 3 to 4 hours, but definitely doable in a week. And that's because, again, all the trainings are broken down by platform. So for example, we get into module 1, which is, taking your signature message and really making sure that it's put into production. We want to know that where you're going to use it, how you're going to use it, how you're going to implement all of the learnings that you have about your business and your brand. We're going to jump into the profiles, and the profiles module is broken down by each platform. So if you want to know how to update your profile on Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn, it's all broken down separately because we want to make sure that you have that consistency across all your channels. Then we leap into module 3 with content, again, all broken down by individual platform, how to post, what to post, all of the things in Facebook pages, Facebook groups, Instagram and all the ways to use Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Google My Business. I get into how to post in your feed and what to post and stories and what does that look like. We go from, content, and then we leap into engagement. So how are you using your platforms and how are you listening on these platforms to really engage with your audience and your community? We leap into, in module 5, we leap into hashtags. So what hashtags are important for you and your brand and how to use them on different platforms. And then one of my favorite modules is module 6 with planning. I'm a big planner. I like to know what I'm doing when I sit down to my computer instead of going, well, I was supposed to post something today, but I don't really know what to post. I don't know what to do. So all of the learnings lead up to putting your plan in place so that you are really consistent and strategic with your time. And you have to know what works. So module 7 is about measuring your success and understanding how to measure, what to measure, so that you know what posts are doing well, what does success look like, so you continue to use what works. And then with all of our modules, the launch module, making sure that you kick off all your channels on the right note and you put all of the learnings into practice. And by the end of the week, you're going to have your profiles completed. You're going to be posting and engaging at a higher rate People are going to start to take notice because of the consistency on all the different platforms and your consistent message, your consistent brand, your consistent engagement, your timing. All of that stuff will be really clear by the end of this week. And you're going to learn the complete formula to ensure consistency across all your platforms. So your posting is consistent as well, so your engagement and everything increases. You're also going to have your hashtags created so that you're using them on a consistent basis to be found, even by people who aren't even following you. You're going to know what to post when you sit down at your computer, and understanding how you can save time through planning. And then you're also going to know how to measure that success, literally post by post, so that you know what kind of posts are attracting the right audience and knowing how to do that even more. So as we've said, each pillar has a special secret unlock because it's all about the high frequency effect. So when you get 100% on your check sheet in this particular pillar, you get to unlock that special bonus. And for this one, we're going to feature you on all of our social media channels, our Mastermind City and our GS social feeds. We'll tag you, we'll follow you, and we will make sure that you get even more exposure and followers instantly.
Welcome to the Speaking Impact Accelerator. It's all about learning to speak and understanding the dynamics of speaking so that you can be a highly paid professional speaker if that's what you want, or if you just want to make sure that you know how to speak and get your message out there. It's really about being knowledgeable and comfortable about who you are, what you stand for, what your business is all about, and how to have impact for the audience or the clients that you want to work with or help by adding value. You know, most people are only afraid of speaking because they don't want to screw up and look silly. But if you're in control and you have confidence, even if you lose your place or your thought, it doesn't matter, because when you have the confidence and the tools to help you get through it, the audience has confidence in you. So here's what's inside the Speaking Accelerator. You'll find 8 modules and over 3 hours of instruction with an estimated implementation time of about 3 to 4 hours. The entire Speaking for Impact pillar continues to build your speaking muscle through each module. Here's what you're going to cover. You're going to start with confidence and communication. You're going to learn about the types of speaking, how to do topics with impact, and how to truly write killer concepts. You'll understand what you need to do to always be ready. And we're going to teach you the always ready cheat to make that happen. You'll learn no notes mastery, the success path formula. You'll understand what it is to use your speaking voice, your body language. You're going to learn the difference between speaking on stage versus camera and the impact secrets that you need in both. We'll talk about presentations, visuals with impact, and secret presentation tricks that you might not even know about. And of course, you're going to create your number one talk, right? Your number one talk. You're going to make it high impact and memorable. And it's a repeatable go-to speech that you can use anywhere at any time. Then we're going to move over and learn how you can speak to get booked, to speak on stage, or to speak at virtual summits, and putting it all together so that you can either become a successful speaker, or at least you will be phenomenal on the stage, on the screen, wherever it is that you're required to speak. By the end of this pillar, you'll be able to think on your feet, build content, and deliver it confidently. You'll learn the complete Speak Easy formula that interlaces how to simply arrange a speech or even a conversation using the magic phrase and the success path, so you will never have to use notes, slides, or memorization ever again. You have created your signature talk that you can use everywhere. You'll have developed 3 additional talks that you can use at any time. And if that wasn't enough, you're also going to learn how to be booked to speak if you want to move forward. As we've said, each pillar has, you guessed it, an extra special bonus secret unlock. So when you get to 100% on your check sheet for your pillar, you get to unlock a special bonus. For the Signature Accelerator, you were featured in our directory. For our Speaker Accelerator, you are featured in our Speakers Bureau. That's right, we add you as a speaker with links that will go directly to your website or contact so that people can book you to speak. You know, there are no fees that we're charging for this. We're just adding added exposure and authority to make sure that you're perceived as an accredited speaker that people can trust.
And welcome to the Podcast Influence Accelerator. I love podcasts. They are such a fantastic way to get intimate with your audience. And it's like no other medium. Basically, brands can create a conversation and connection with their listeners just through podcasts. And it's the only medium that's activity independent. Podcasting can be listened to while you're driving, while you're walking, while you're working out. What I love about it is that you don't have to be in front of your computer in order to consume the content on a podcast. And it's a huge opportunity for anyone wanting to reach a global audience because over time, they really get to know you. That true voice comes through. So they really get to know the true you, and they take time to understand what you're saying, to listen to your conversations, to learn. And I love the fact that there's so many different types of podcasts out there with so many different subject matters, I guess. And podcasting can definitely be in line with your business because people buy from people they know, like, and trust. And the trust aspect with a podcast is huge because they really do feel like they get to know you. So this particular pillar, has 8 modules. There's about 3 hours of instruction. There's a little bit more implementation time of about 4 to 6 hours. But probably the one thing that people fear the most when it comes to podcasting is the tech. And I definitely have you covered in this pillar. So basically, I take you through a step-by-step process to get your voice on the air. You learn all the basics of podcasting, what it is, how it works, where can they listen, why it's important, breaking it all down. And then I dive into your brand and really how to establish your brand through the airways and how your voice can have a huge impact on your brand, what visuals are part of your brand as well, because there's very few visuals that are part of podcasting, but they can be huge when it comes to podcast promotion. I dive into hosting. So your podcast does have to live somewhere on the internet so that people can find it in the directories in which they want to listen to. So I walk you through how to set all that up so that it all happens automatically. And then we do have to dive into equipment, even though there is definitely equipment that you can use that's free that you probably already have with you. And then I also dive into, higher end equipment that you can purchase, what I use for my podcasts, and what's best for you to use on a daily basis. Then I dive into planning. Really important. Planning is probably more important than recording. I can't tell you the amount of people that end up changing their brand. They change, what they've already created because they dived into recording too quickly. And obviously, recording is the most. Planning and recording are probably equal, but recording is a very important module. And I walk you through everything you need to do from before, during, and after your recording, how to do it, what to do, all that you need to know when you hit that record button. From recording intros and outros to recording guests to recording solo shows and everything in between. This is where you really get to bring your voice, your personality, and your brand into the podcast space. And then the post-production, this is where people get a little bit nervous because they're not sure how to mix it all together, but I break down all the steps to show you how to do it with no tech. And then I also show you how to put things together so your episodes are ready for production. And then you are ready to launch your show. So what does that take? What does that look like? And I cover everything in this training so that your show can be at the top of the charts like a lot of the other people that I've worked with in the past. And I show you that exact formula that brought not only my show and my clients' shows to the top of the iTunes charts. And so by the end of the week, you're going to be ready to launch your own show. You're going to have all the aspects in place for your own podcast show. You're going to learn that complete formula to ensure your voice is on the air for people to listen to. You're going to have that branded album artwork and understand how to incorporate a call to action so that people will take notice and want to learn more about you after they've listened to an episode. You're going to learn what to say when you press that record button, how to engage your listeners, and you're going to have a plan in place for your show with about 10 to 20 episode ideas so that you know what to record and when. And this pillar also comes with a secret unlock, making sure that you get a high frequency effect and you get to borrow authority. So when you get 100% on your check sheet for this particular pillar, you get to unlock the secret special bonus of the being listed in our podcast directory. So we're going to have a directory on our website with all of the podcasts that have come through this particular program, and we want to make sure that more people know about your show. So we're going to make sure that your show is listed with link backs so that they can listen directly from your show so that you can get more ears on your business and your brand. Welcome to the Video Mastery Accelerator. This is all about video, and more video. People are watching video, people are consuming video, and social networking sites are driving video content ahead of other types of content. So this is the ultimate place where people can get to know you, like you, and trust you because they can see you in action. They can see you talk about your products. They can see you talk about your services, maybe why they should download something or watch something or learn from you. It can literally take them from a maybe I've seen them before to, oh, here they are living, breathing in action. And it's literally can take them to a hell yes. So, you can talk about things and you can post images. A video can make such a huge impact on your brand, and it literally enables us to meet people via the computer from all over the world. This is their first introduction of you. Videos are such an essential part of your brand. They're a powerful marketing tool that can really communicate your messages to your prospects, your leads, potential customers, and it really brings your brand to life. Customers also prefer to watch videos because it gives them a better understanding of who you are, how to work with you, and why they should trust you. And videos give your digital marketing presence that kind of visual appeal and make websites more attractive. It also makes it more interactive. And video concepts that you're going to learn in this particular accelerator, they can be used for all aspects of your online presentations. They can use for video conferencing, virtual summits, virtual conferences, when you speak online, even one-on-one, virtual networking events or one-on-one coaching, one-on-one virtual coffee dates, whatever the case is, whether you're doing a video presentation for a digital product or whether you're talking to someone one-on-one, all of these concepts can be used. So this is a pretty big module as well, but only about 3 hours of instruction to take you through the week. There is some implementation time on this one as well, probably 3 to 4 hours. And again, most people probably fear the tech when it comes to videos as well. Or they're not camera ready, so they shy away from going on video. But this module and this pillar is going to show you step by step how to ensure that you get maximum engagement with minimal equipment. And setting up that corner of your house for that home studio will make it so easy when it's time to either record a video, jump onto that virtual summit, or jump into that video when someone says, hey, can I, interview you? You can absolutely say yes. You also have a video camera in your pocket, so there actually is no equipment necessary except for your phone. And sometimes that's all the tech that you need. So in this pillar, we're going to talk about that step-by-step process of how to master your videos for all aspects of your business. Video concepts can be used again for social media, YouTube channel, your own website, landing pages, sales pages, again, video conferencing, virtual summits, anything that you're literally through your computer. So I take you through what high impact videos look like and what goes into those videos to ensure that you gain viewers to not only watch your video for a few seconds, but to stay watching for the entire thing. And in module 2, I cover engagement. Engagement is key to videos on social media. Again, you want people to watch for more than just a few seconds, so you want to bring them in right in the beginning to ensure they're engaged throughout your entire video. And of course, being camera ready is crucial for video success. And I'm not only talking to make your hair is all perfect, or if you're a woman, to make sure your makeup is all perfect. That's not what I'm talking about. But it is important to present yourself professionally, because again, this is somebody's first introduction to you. So we make sure that you know what that looks like for you and your brand, so that you're ready before you press that record button. And of course, there is equipment. You can use your phone, but where does that make sense in your house? So we talk about how to use different equipment. We up level for those that want to invest in a little bit more equipment. I go through the equipment that I use. We talk about lighting and mics and cameras and all of that kind of stuff, and what's essential for your home studio. Planning is really important before you start recording. I think I've said this a few times. Planning is so crucial. Do not press record until you know what you're going to say. It will definitely make your videos a lot more impactful. So what to plan, and how to put that plan into action during your recording. And of course, recording. We need to know what it looks like and the important steps to take before, during, and after you hit that record button, so that your recording is on point. And going live in module 7, this is a big one because live is huge right now. Most of the social media channels have the ability for you to go live. Instagram, Facebook groups, LinkedIn, a lot of them allow you to go live, and you don't just want to kind of go, oh, I have something to say, I'll go live. Going live can literally be your own show. So I break down not only the tech of going live, the best ways to go live, when to go live, how to engage your viewers during the show, and what to do again before, during, and after your show to have the biggest impact. And then you're ready to go. That module 8 is all about launching. So literally taking everything you've learned, putting it into action, and launching that videos. Also diving into, adding captions and branding your videos so that they can make the biggest impact. Everything is in this training that you need to have maximum impact for your videos. So by the end of the week, you're going to learn how to launch your own YouTube channel, how to make high impact videos and what all the aspects look like and the technology. You're going to be able to engage your viewers so they stay watching your video for the whole time. That's really important. And you'll know where to upload your videos, how to put that plan into action, what to say when you press record, and of course, the most important one is you're going to be comfortable accepting invitations for virtual interviews and guest appearances anytime they want you to. And at the end of this pillar, you're going to get that special bonus secret unlock. So when you get 100% on your checklist in this pillar, you're going to get to unlock that secret bonus. And for this one, we will subscribe to your YouTube channel and also add your YouTube channel to our recommended YouTube channel directory so that more eyeballs get on your videos for even more of your high frequency effect.
Welcome to the digital product pillar. As you know, the key to learning successfully and learn new information is to take action, because action changes things, and therefore by implementing all your learnings right away, you'll be able to make each step happen seamlessly. So this is all about taking action. You may, like the most of us, be overwhelmed when you think about creating a digital product, but creating your first product is so exciting. It's not something that you tuck away in a corner until you have time or while you're watching something else. You and your business deserve success, and therefore you need to allow yourself the time to work on this. You may be thinking to yourself, oh, do I really need a digital product? But what if I said to you that you could make money while you sleep, and all you have to do is sell what you already know? Would that be interesting enough to create a digital product? Let's take a look at what's involved. Inside the digital product training, you'll find 8 modules and over 4 hours of instruction, with an implementation time of about 4 to 8 hours for the initial setup. The goal of this pillar is truly epic because I'm going to show you the step-by-step roadmap that will show you how to use your existing skills, abilities, expertise, and passion in order to launch a brand new online business that will not only help others and be of service, but will be financially rewarding. I'm going to show you how to launch this business successfully so that you can start spending your time on things that you truly love and giving you more opportunity to have time with your friends, your family, and your other passions. The strategy of delivering a product or service is key, and there are a number of different elements to look at when you develop a digital product, and we're going to cover all of them. So by the end of this pillar of training, you will have come up with an idea for your program. You will have created a lead magnet to start building your list. Not to mention, you're going to learn in detail how to actually build a list. So don't even worry if you don't have one yet. You will have created an email sequence to keep your list engaged and created and developed a sales page that will begin pre-selling your digital product before you even created it. Then you're going to learn in depth to not only how to create a product, but how to price your product, and of course, how to launch it to the world. And as we've said, each pillar has an extra special bonus secret unlock. So when you get to 100% on your check sheet for this pillar, you will unlock this very special bonus. For this pillar, we will feature your product on our online store under recommended products and will become an affiliate for you. Talk about high frequency and borrowing authority. This is on steroids. I can't wait to get you started.
Welcome to the Post-Training Accelerator. This one is really important and really exciting because this is where you put it all together. Sometimes, some courses, we learn, but we don't have the steps necessary to make it all happen. Or we just learn about theory and we don't learn about implementation. But this is the make it happen pillar because implementation and systems are so critical to your success. And this pillar is all about keeping that momentum going. Keep taking action and keep moving forward. Most programs just leave you hanging at the end. They sort of end the program, but they don't teach you how to keep it going. And we wanted to ensure that you had that knowledge. So that's why we've created this post-training accelerator for you to create more for you, more for your brand, and more for your business. So here's what's inside this particular pillar. We have, again, 8 modules. We have about 2 hours of instruction and 2 hours of implementation time. But you've worked really hard in all the pillars, so we don't want you to stop. We want you to make sure that you complete this post pillar because it's so crucial for ongoing business success. And in this pillar, we focus on how to keep that momentum going and how to focus forward. Not just that you should do it, but we want you to see how to do it and how to create that. So we're teaching you, creating your strategic plan for your business, your marketing, all of the stuff that's related to your business and how to create those systems to keep moving forward. It's not just important to know what systems look like, but how do you create one that's individual for you? And planning is so important. So having that planning map and how to lay that out for your business is really important, but so is tracking progress, which is why we dive into that as well. What's important to track, not just from a business perspective, but how are you tracking your goals? How are you staying on track? And how are you making sure that things are moving forward in the way that you want them to? And we have a very special, comprehensive Trello board for you that sort of takes all your learning in all the pillars and makes it happen right here on the board so that you know where you are, what you're doing, and what to do next. And then you get to launch. The launch pillar puts everything together to be able to, again, springboard you into action and momentum forward. And we're never going to leave you high and dry. So we're going to make sure that you understand what the next steps are to continue your journey, to continue success, to truly have global impact. And by the end of this particular week, you are going to have your own plan in place. Again, so you can continue that momentum. You're going to have created your own systems and put them in place in the way that makes sense for you. You're going to have your planning map done and created and know how to track your own progress against that. And you're going to know what those next steps are for you to truly have impact. And we've said in each pillar that there's that extra special bonus, that secret unlock. And when you get 100% on your checklist sheet for this pillar, you get to unlock a very special bonus. And a congratulations bonus is what this one's for, because week 8 is the end. And it's a very special week because you've made it through all 8 pillars. And we have that very special unlock bonus for you. And it's about inviting you to be our guest on a live training where you will not only be introduced to our community, our very own list, but we'll talk about your message, we'll talk about your videos, we'll talk about where to find you online, we'll talk about your speaking opportunities, we'll talk about your podcast, your digital products. We're going to feature you across our social media channels and private groups and YouTube channel and podcast. It's basically our way of saying, congratulations, you did it. Well done. You are ready to make a massive impact on the world. Every single pillar has its own check sheet, own Trello board to make implementation simple and easy and accessible 24/7 from wherever you are. And again, every pillar has that secret unlock. Now, when you invest in the Global Impact Accelerator, here's what you're going to get. Each pillar or rung on the ladder, we sell separately at $14.97 each. Not only do you get the 6 core pillars that on their own are worth $14.97 each, we've added in our personal development pre-training as well as our implementation post-training to ensure your success. And if you want to buy them individually on our website, you can. And trust me, they're all worth it. And combined, it totals almost $12,000, but that's not what you're going to have to invest today. Make no mistake, the GIA method of achieving global success has never been revealed in its entirety before. GIA's methods have already helped countless people on their way to global success that they would have otherwise never been able to do on their own. We are so focused on our mission that we've even put together a full 40+ page custom report to help everyone for free. So by now you're probably thinking that with everything that GIA can do for you, the price to invest is probably going to be out of your reach. Well, think again.
Okay, so let's recap what you get so far. 8 pillars of training along with the visibility ladder is a total of $12,000 of value. It's insane, I know. We've sold standalone pillars for way more, but can you remember what we went through when we didn't have enough information, right? The money we spent, the time we wasted, all for nothing. We want to help you the way we would have wanted to be helped when we were struggling with trying to make something, anything, work. And then right away, once you complete the pre-training, we're unlocking our Master Seekers training to help you ensure that you stay on track and maximize your potential with the same techniques that I've used by successful online marketers and CEOs everywhere. The Master Secrets has a value of $1,000. And if that's not enough, then hold on to your seats, because we were thinking, what else do you need to be successful? You've got the 8 pillars, the entire visibility ladder, the Master Secrets. What else do you need? Well, how about more traffic and visibility right away? You know, we talked about the high frequency effect and borrowing authority. Well, we have that covered, because not only have we taught you exactly how to do it, we want to help you get started. So once you complete the Signature Message Accelerator, you'll unlock and be featured in our Mastermind City directory of professionals, where your message and links to your website will be featured. Added exposure and visibility is waiting for you after only week 2 in the program. The community directory is another value of $1,200. $100 added to what we've already talked about. But it's not over yet, because once you finish the online marketing pillar and your profiles and bios are set up, we're going to feature you by following, tagging, and sharing your information and your signature message across all our own feeds. That's right. Each time you post anything and tag us, we will share it with our followers. You'll have the opportunity to be featured in our case studies that we send out to our entire list, and you'll reach thousands of individuals through borrowing our own authority in this fabulous social media promotion. So you have the visibility training at $12,000, you have Master Secrets at $1,000, Community Directory $1,200, and now we're adding the social media promotion for $1,000. But we really want to have everything you need to give you high frequency. So we want to make sure we keep going. So let's see what other bonuses we have in store for you. When you complete the Speakers Accelerator training, you'll not only be ready to be booked as a speaker, but to be paid to speak. So you're going to be featured in our speakers directory. Now, a regular speakers directory can cost you anywhere from $4,000 to $5,000, or sometimes you just pay 20 to 50% of your speaking fee when you're hired. But with our special bonus, you're going to be featured as a speaker, and we won't take any percentage if you're booked to speak, and there is no additional charge. That value alone is $1,200. So look at where we already are. But look at this slide. Seems to have shrunk a bit. What does that mean? It means there is still room on this slide. So let's keep the bonuses coming.
Podcasts are the hottest thing right now. And how are most podcasts found? By recommendations, of course. So you'll be featured on our recommended podcast directory with strong SEO and links back to your show that will make you visible around the globe. We're adding another $1,200 bonus with the podcast directory, but we're also going to add with the Video Accelerator, you'll be able to launch your own YouTube channel. And of course, you'll have the opportunity to be featured and recommended on our YouTube directory. So this slide's getting pretty packed, but you know what they say, the best is yet to come. And we're adding another $1,200 bonus with the YouTube directory and all the SEO that comes along with it. Want to keep going? When you complete the Digital Products Accelerator training, you'll start selling your expertise and knowledge online. And you'll be featured as a recommended program by Mastermind City, because we know you have completed the training and your program will be of the highest quality. So you'll have the opportunity to be featured in our entire list globally. And product promotions and recommendations are hard to come by, and it's included for you. And this value of $1,200 is inside Gia right now. I've got 2 more bonuses for you, and they are massive. So let's cut through the suspense right now. Once you've completed your post-training accelerator, you will have created massive arsenal of tools that will give you crazy amounts of impact, influence, and income. And we're so proud of you for completing the Gia method of visibility in its entirety, that we want to reward you with something special that only our graduates have come to have the opportunity to experience. So we're going to have you as our live streamed guest. We will feature you through our live streams, video and podcast channel. We'll talk with you one-on-one about your business, your goals, your programs, your podcast, your videos, and more. And you will have high visibility instantly to our own community and our own global partners. And you'll receive a copy of the video so that you can use it wherever you want. This is going to be epic. So you'll be featured as a guest with us on Mastermind City. And we don't sell spots to anyone. So if we did, we would charge a minimum of $2,000 for a 45-minute segment. But this is included in our program just for people who graduate from it.
Again, we want to make sure that there's no way you can't have success with this program. Okay, if we could guarantee your success, we would do it, but we can't. Obviously, we could fly into your office and do the entire accelerator with you, but that probably isn't going to be feasible. But anything we can do to get you closer and closer to that kind of experience, all the better. That's why we are offering you literally to be part of our team. What's interesting is the reason why most people don't take action is the fact they fear that they are afraid they won't be able to figure it out on their own and they'll get stuck. So because of that, they don't take action and they don't sign up. They just never start. And we totally get it. We're the same as you. We like learning from a live person. We've coached and continue to coach people live. But the problem with having coaches is it's so expensive, right? Most people in the business building market who are looking for a coach at the very low end starts at $10K. And at the high end, it's $25,000 or more. In fact, our GIA X Mastermind is $12,000, while our Platinum Mastermind start at $24,000. With GIA X, we do live interactions each week, live Q&As, office calls, and we break down different ways to incorporate all your learnings. We actually break them down into various strategies and tools to work on each and every week. And you will have accountability each and every day. It's a true community of people that want to succeed. So the first 3 months in GIA X, we cover funnels and landing pages and email sequence, and then we put them all together in challenges so you can implement them right away. So we decided today, just for those who are watching this web class, we want to offer you something special that would take away all the fears about getting stuck. So what we're going to offer today, and this is only available in this web class right here, because we've never offered this before, not at live events, not anywhere, except obviously for people that are in our GIA X Mastermind. So how would you like to have backdoor access to GIA so that you could have access to not only the advanced training, but to our GIA X and Platinum members as well? Each week you could jump into the bonus training, ask questions, surround yourself with like-minded people that want you to succeed and for you to keep going. So anyone who signs up for the Global Impact Accelerator that is watching this web class will now gain 3 months of GIA X Mastermind for free. You heard that right. So let's recap what you'll get by joining the Global Impact Accelerator today. You're going to get the visibility training, including the visibility ladder. It's a value of $12,000. You're going to get the Master Secrets training valued at $1,000. Social media promotion at another $1,000. The professional community directory valued at $1,200. The Speakers Bureau valued at $1,200. The YouTube directory valued at $1,200. The product promotion and recommendations, another $1,200 in value. You're going to be featured as a guest on our podcast and on live streaming. Wow, that's huge. That's $2,000 in value. And 3 months of the GIA X Mastermind, another $3,000 in value. Total value on all of this is $25,000. Now, obviously, you know we're not going to charge you $25,000, but when you understand if we did charge you $25,000 for all of this training and you gained the impact and influence and income that you've been trying to accomplish for years and years, wouldn't it be worth it? Would you pay $25,000 if you knew that in only 8 weeks you would be well known as an authority and an expert in your field? Would it be worth $25,000 to you? Everything you've seen now, including the super bonus of 3 months of GIA X Mastermind, can be yours for only one payment of $1,997. So $1,997 for everything that we've walked you through, or just 3 payments of $797. Our mission, as you know, is to help launch 1 million new digital leaders into global authorities. And we're doing this with people just like you each and every day. Here's the thing, if you do nothing, there is no impact on our lives. but then your life won't change either. And you won't bring the success and the increased impact and income that you are craving. You can either invest in yourself now or come back later and risk having to pay a much higher price. Or even worse, you might return later and this whole page is not available because you've missed out on Gia altogether at the current retail price. We're giving you exactly what you need to know to shave years of trial and error and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars off your journey to get the success level that you want to be at. To secure this life-changing method, you truly need to act now.
We do want you to act now. That's a long list and a total value of $25,000. I love the fact that Faye just went through this whole list from master secrets to directories to social media promotion to speakers bureau and podcast directories and YouTube directories and promotional, your products, featured guests, and of course the 3 months free for our Gia X Mastermind. That one's a huge one because it allows you to dive into high-level mastermind to take your training to the next level that we have taken 6, 7, and 8-figure businesses through. Awesome. Such a great value even for that one. So total of $25,000. But today, when you're watching this web class, only $19.97. All of that for life. So, and by the way, you also get lifetime access. We're not taking this away. We're not, making you learn it in only 8 weeks. If you do need to take longer, that's okay. You have lifetime 24/7 access. And we're going to be doing a lot more. We're going to be doing events, different speaking opportunities in the years ahead. And all of our Gia members will get discounted rates for those as well. So just imagine the possibilities of how your life could change just by taking that next step so that you can have an impact on the global stage. So you could be the one seeking answers, sitting on the sidelines, trying to figure it all out on your own. Absolutely. But we have the answer for you. And this method is going to get you success immediately. So by following the simple strategy outlined in the Gia method, you can finally gain control of your impact and your income. Time to get off that sidelines and achieve the success that you deserve. So go to joingia.com to ensure that you get the Global Impact Accelerator program for this one-time price of $19.97. And you can feel confident that you'll receive Gia as soon as you do, even if it's 2 o'clock in the morning right now. When you go to joingia.com, you get immediate access. It's time. And it's not very often that you experience the frustration of sitting on the sidelines and realizing that your potential to get that opportunity to jump onto a training method is proven as this one in a short period of time. So basically what it comes down to now is, how badly do you need to experience success and achieve all your goals? I'm pretty sure you want to achieve goals, right? Well, look at where you've come in this short time that we've spent together today. And imagine where you could be in just a few short weeks from now. You'll be looking back and saying that getting Gia was the best decision you ever made. Or you're going to be looking back and kick yourself because you are still sitting on those sidelines without any success, not achieving your goals, and you know that you missed that chance to stand into the light and experience the success that you were meant to and truly have impact. So I guess what it comes down to again is, how badly do you want to achieve those goals and how badly do you want success? So you have every right at this point to walk away. You have the right to make your own decision when it comes to what you want to do. If you want to continue to sit on those sidelines, absolutely. Or do you want to take your place on the stage and make it happen and have impact? You just need to decide who you really want to be and how ready you really are to get onto that journey that will bring you the success and past where you could possibly think you could ever go.
So again, what are you going to get? Everything on this screen right now. $25,000 in value at only $19.97. You don't want to miss this amazing offer. Joingia.com right now. Click to joingia.com and you'll see all the bonuses in your cart. Plus, you're going to get Gia X 3-month mastermind. It will be added to your registration. You'll get access right away. Your login will come in. You can start immediately. So again, $25,000 worth of value for only $19.97. You don't want to miss this. Join us and we'll see you in the group today. Click Join Gia. The world is waiting for you.